Have you ever noticed how your body feels different after certain meals? Maybe you enjoy a plate of pasta or a slice of cake, but just an hour later you feel tired, almost as if all your energy has been drained. And sometimes, when you check your blood sugar, you see that uncomfortable spike that always seems to happen so easily now, especially after the age of 60. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of people over 60 struggle daily with keeping their blood sugar balanced. And the consequences go far beyond just a little fatigue. Over time, unstable glucose can affect your heart, your energy, your mood, your weight, and even the sharpness of your memory. But here is the good news: solutions do not have to come in the form of complicated diets, expensive supplements, or strict rules that make life less enjoyable. Sometimes, the answer is surprisingly simple. And today, I want to show you that nature has already placed powerful helpers right on your kitchen table. Helpers that are delicious, affordable, easy to find, and scientifically proven to make a difference. Now, maybe you have heard conflicting advice about fruit. Some people warn that fruit is too high in sugar. Others say fruit is perfectly fine. The truth is somewhere in the middle. Some fruits, especially when eaten in excess or in processed forms like juices, can push your blood sugar up quickly. But other fruits, and this is the exciting part, actually help to balance your glucose. They give you steady energy, reduce dangerous spikes, and support your body in many other ways. Yes, you heard that right. Some fruits are nature's very own blood sugar stabilizers. And that's exactly what this video is about. I'm going to reveal to you the top 5 fruits that do the best job of supporting blood sugar after 60. Not only will you learn what they are, but you will also discover why they work, the hidden compounds inside them, and simple, practical ways to enjoy them every single day. Now, I don't want to spoil the ending, but let me give you a little teaser. The very last fruit on this list is often overlooked. It is small, fuzzy, and sometimes people walk right past it at the grocery store. But it may just be the most powerful of all. That is why I encourage you to stay with me until the very end. I promise, by the time you hear about fruit number 5, you will be ready to run out and buy some. Before we dive in, let me just say, welcome back to our channel. This is the place where we share natural health tips and remedies, especially designed for people over 50 and 60 who want to live longer, healthier, and more vibrant lives. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss one of our weekly videos. And if you have been with us for a while, thank you. You are part of a growing community that believes aging is not about slowing down, but about living smarter. Alright, are you ready? Let's get started with our very first fruit. This one is colorful, sweet, and surprisingly powerful for your brain as well as your blood sugar. Any guesses what it might be? Stay tuned, because the answer is coming right now. When most people think of blueberries, they imagine a sweet, juicy snack to sprinkle over cereal or blend into a smoothie. But to scientists, blueberries are far more than just a tasty treat. They are often referred to as nature's brain berry, and for good reason. What makes blueberries so special is their unusually high concentration of anthocyanins. These are powerful plant pigments that give blueberries their deep blue color. More importantly, anthocyanins act as antioxidants, protecting your cells from damage, reducing inflammation, and, here's the part that matters for us, helping to regulate blood sugar. A large study published in the journal Nutrients found that older adults who consumed blueberries regularly had better insulin sensitivity. In other words, their bodies could move sugar out of the blood and into the muscles more efficiently. This means fewer spikes, steadier energy, and less stress on the pancreas. But blueberries don't just help with glucose. They also improve memory and brain function. In fact, research from Tufts University showed that people over 60 who ate blueberries daily scored higher on memory tests compared to those who didn't. Imagine that, one small fruit supporting both your brain and your blood sugar at the same time. Now, you may be wondering, how exactly do blueberries achieve all this? The secret is not just in their antioxidants, but also in their fiber content. A single cup of blueberries contains about 4 grams of fiber, which slows down digestion, prevents rapid sugar release, and helps you feel satisfied longer. This makes blueberries one of the smartest snacks you can reach for if you want to avoid those mid-afternoon crashes. Of course, the question is, how much should you eat? Most studies show that half a cup to 1 full cup per day is enough to notice benefits. That's a small handful, easy to sprinkle on yogurt, oatmeal, or just enjoy fresh. And unlike many processed snacks, blueberries are naturally low in calories, so you get the sweetness without the guilt. And here's an interesting tip: frozen blueberries are just as healthy as fresh ones. Because they are picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen immediately, they retain almost all their nutrients. So if fresh berries are too expensive or out of season, don't hesitate to grab a frozen bag. You'll still get all the benefits at a fraction of the cost. Speaking of smoothies, blueberries pair perfectly with other blood sugar-friendly foods. Blend them with spinach, chia seeds, and unsweetened almond milk, and you've got a refreshing drink that stabilizes glucose while also giving your body a nutrient boost. Now, let's talk about one more surprising benefit. Blueberries may also help reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes in older adults. In a study tracking over 200,000 people, those who ate blueberries regularly had a significantly lower risk compared to those who rarely ate them. That's not magic, it's science showing us that consistent, small choices really do matter. So, the takeaway is simple: if you want a fruit that satisfies your sweet tooth, stabilizes blood sugar, protects your brain, and even lowers long-term risk of diabetes, blueberries deserve a permanent spot in your kitchen. And here's a little challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for jam or sugary cereal, try adding a handful of blueberries to your breakfast. Pay attention to how your energy feels for the rest of the day. You may be surprised at how such a small fruit makes such a big difference. Now that we've covered fruit number 1, let's move on. The next fruit on our list is crisp, refreshing, and something you've probably eaten since childhood. But did you know it contains a special type of fiber that works almost like a shield for your blood sugar? Let's reveal fruit number 2 right after this. You've probably heard the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But did you know that there's actually solid science behind it, especially when it comes to balancing blood sugar after 60? Apples are not just a crunchy snack, they're a natural tool for glucose control. What makes apples so effective is their rich supply of soluble fiber, especially a type called pectin. This fiber forms a gel-like substance in your digestive system. Think of it as a gentle sponge that slows down how quickly sugar is absorbed into the bloodstream. Instead of a sharp glucose spike, you get a smoother, steadier release of energy. A study published in the journal Food and Function found that older adults who consumed apples daily had significantly better blood sugar control and improved cholesterol levels. That means apples are working on 2 fronts. They stabilize glucose and support heart health, a double win after 60. And here's something fascinating: apples also contain polyphenols, natural plant compounds that help your body use insulin more efficiently. In fact, researchers discovered that apple polyphenols can actually stimulate the pancreas to release insulin at just the right times, helping prevent dangerous spikes. But apples aren't just about science, they're also practical. They're one of the most convenient fruits you can find. No peeling necessary, no mess, just wash and eat. Whether you're at home, in the park, or traveling, apples are the perfect blood sugar-friendly snack. Now, not all apples are the same. The fiber and sugar balance varies slightly by variety. For example, Granny Smith apples tend to have less sugar and more tartness, making them especially good for stabilizing blood sugar. Sweeter varieties like Fuji or Gala are still healthy, but if your main goal is glucose control, the greener the better. And here's an important tip: eat your apples whole, with the skin on. That's where much of the fiber and antioxidants are concentrated. Apple juice, on the other hand, removes the fiber and leaves you with mostly sugar, which can spike blood sugar quickly. So skip the juice, and go for the crunch. One medium apple contains about 95 calories and 4 grams of fiber, making it a satisfying, low-calorie choice. Pair it with a handful of almonds or walnuts, and you've got a snack that balances blood sugar even better. The protein and healthy fats work with the fiber to slow digestion even more. Another little-known fact: apples may help protect against type 2 diabetes in the long run. A large Harvard study following nearly 200,000 people found that those who ate apples regularly had a significantly lower risk of developing diabetes. That's the power of consistent, everyday choices. So, the next time you crave something sweet, don't reach for candy or cookies. Grab an apple instead. It's a simple swap that can help keep your glucose steady, your heart strong, and your energy consistent throughout the day. To make it fun, try experimenting with apples in different recipes. Slice them into a salad, bake them with a sprinkle of cinnamon, or enjoy them raw with a little peanut butter. Each option gives you the same blood sugar-friendly benefits while keeping your meals interesting. Apples may seem ordinary, but don't underestimate them. They're proof that sometimes the simplest, most familiar foods are also the most powerful for your health. Now, we've seen how blueberries and apples can both play a vital role in blood sugar control. But fruit number 3 takes things to a whole new level. It's tropical, creamy, and often thought of as a dessert food, yet its potassium and fiber make it a surprising ally for your glucose and your muscles. Can you guess what it is? Stay tuned, it's coming up next. When you think of bananas, the first thing that might come to mind is their sweetness and creamy texture. Many people worry that bananas are too sugary and avoid them when trying to control their blood sugar. But the truth is more nuanced. Bananas, especially when eaten the right way, can actually support stable glucose levels and overall health. Bananas are rich in a unique type of fiber called resistant starch, particularly when they are slightly green or just ripe. Resistant starch doesn't fully break down into glucose during digestion. Instead, it behaves more like soluble fiber, slowing sugar absorption and feeding beneficial gut bacteria, both of which help with blood sugar balance. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that resistant starch improved insulin sensitivity in older adults, making their bodies respond better to glucose after meals. That means bananas, when eaten moderately, don't just taste good, they actually help your body process sugar more efficiently. And it's not just about blood sugar. Bananas are famously high in potassium, a mineral that supports heart health, muscle function, and blood pressure control. This is especially important after 60, when muscle cramps, fatigue, or hypertension become more common. Eating a banana can replenish potassium and help muscles contract and relax properly. One medium banana contains about 3 grams of fiber and 400 milligrams of potassium. Together, they provide steady energy without the crash that processed sweets often bring. That's why athletes often eat bananas before or after exercise, but the same principle applies to seniors who need balanced, sustained energy for daily activities. Here's a practical tip: the ripeness of a banana makes a difference. A greenish banana has more resistant starch and less free sugar, meaning it digests slower and causes a smaller glucose rise. A fully ripe banana, with lots of brown spots, has more natural sugar and less resistant starch, so it may cause a faster spike. For blood sugar control, aim for bananas that are yellow with just a hint of green. Bananas are also versatile. Slice them over oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie with spinach and almond milk, or enjoy them with a spoonful of peanut butter for a balanced snack. Pairing bananas with protein and healthy fats further slows digestion, making them even friendlier for blood sugar. And here's something remarkable: bananas may also improve digestive health. Their resistant starch feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids. These compounds have been linked to improved insulin sensitivity and reduced inflammation, two key factors in long-term metabolic health. Worried about calories? Don't be. A medium banana has only about 105 calories, making it a filling yet light choice. Compare that to a pastry or candy bar, and you'll see why bananas are one of the smartest, sweet options for anyone over 60. Now, here's a surprising fact. In long-term studies, people who ate bananas regularly had a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who avoided them. The key, of course, is moderation and balance. One banana a day, especially paired with other fiber-rich foods, can be part of a powerful strategy for glucose control. So, instead of fearing bananas, embrace them, but choose wisely. Opt for slightly less ripe bananas, pair them with protein or healthy fats, and let them become your natural source of energy and balance. Now that we've explored blueberries, apples, and bananas, you're beginning to see how everyday fruits can transform your health after 60. But our next fruit may surprise you even more. It's citrusy, refreshing, and packed with vitamin C, and studies show it can directly lower post-meal glucose spikes. Let's dive into fruit number 4. When you peel an orange, the burst of fragrance and juicy sweetness instantly feels refreshing. But beyond the taste, citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, and tangerines have remarkable properties that directly support blood sugar control, especially for people over 60. Oranges are naturally low on the glycemic index. This means they release sugar into the bloodstream more slowly compared to high GI foods like white bread or sugary snacks. As a result, they provide steady energy without dramatic spikes or crashes. What makes oranges even more powerful is their high fiber content. A medium orange provides about 3 to 4 grams of fiber, most of it soluble fiber. This type of fiber forms a gel-like substance in the gut, slowing down the absorption of sugar and cholesterol, keeping your digestion and your glucose levels balanced. But perhaps the most famous nutrient in oranges is vitamin C. Beyond boosting immunity, vitamin C plays an important role in reducing oxidative stress, a condition where excess free radicals damage cells and worsen insulin resistance. By lowering oxidative stress, oranges help your body use insulin more effectively. Scientific studies confirm this. Research published in Diabetes, Obesity and Metabolism showed that vitamin C supplementation reduced post-meal blood sugar spikes in older adults. That means eating an orange with your breakfast could actually reduce the impact of the meal on your glucose levels. And let's not forget flavonoids. Oranges are packed with compounds like hesperidin and naringenin, which have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and protect cardiovascular health. For seniors, this combination is like a triple defense: stable blood sugar, strong arteries, and reduced inflammation. What's fascinating is how these compounds work together. Fiber slows sugar absorption, vitamin C protects cells, and flavonoids improve insulin action. It's as if nature designed oranges to be a natural medicine for metabolic health. And unlike processed fruit juices, whole oranges provide all these benefits without concentrated sugar. In fact, studies show that eating whole citrus fruits is associated with a lower risk of type 2 diabetes, but drinking fruit juice is associated with a higher risk. That's why chewing your orange is always better than drinking it. Practical tip: try adding orange segments to a salad with leafy greens, walnuts, and olive oil. The vitamin C also boosts the absorption of plant-based iron, while the healthy fats slow down sugar absorption even more. That makes it a delicious and blood sugar-friendly meal. Another great option: enjoy half an orange after a meal as a refreshing dessert. Not only does it satisfy the craving for something sweet, but it also improves digestion and provides hydration thanks to its high water content. Calories. Surprisingly modest. A medium orange has just about 60 calories, less than most granola bars or sugar-free snacks. But unlike those processed alternatives, oranges provide nutrients your body truly needs for long-term health. So the next time you reach for something sweet, remember that oranges are not just a refreshing treat. They are a science-backed, nutrient-rich fruit that can help keep your blood sugar stable, strengthen your immune system, and protect your heart. Now, you may be wondering, what about tropical fruits like mangoes and pineapples? Many people avoid them, thinking they are too sugary. But one tropical fruit, surprisingly, has powerful enzymes and fiber that make it a hidden ally for blood sugar balance. Get ready for our fifth and final fruit. When you think of pineapple, the first image that comes to mind is often a tropical paradise, golden sunlight, ocean breeze, and a fruit so vibrant it almost glows. But beyond its refreshing taste, pineapple holds surprising benefits for blood sugar balance, especially in older adults. Many people assume pineapples are too sweet and avoid them when watching blood sugar. The truth is, while pineapple does contain natural sugar, it also provides a unique enzyme called bromelain. This powerful compound can improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and even indirectly support healthier glucose metabolism. Bromelain helps break down protein in food, making it easier for your digestive system to process meals. This reduces digestive stress and promotes more stable blood sugar after eating. For seniors, who may struggle with slower digestion, this can be a game changer. Another key factor is pineapple's fiber content. 1 cup of pineapple chunks contains about 2.3 grams of fiber, which slows sugar absorption into the bloodstream. That means instead of a sudden spike, glucose is released more steadily, keeping energy levels consistent. But here's where it gets fascinating. Pineapple has a moderate glycemic index, not too high, not too low. How your body reacts depends heavily on portion size and what you pair it with. Eating pineapple with yogurt, nuts, or cottage cheese adds protein and healthy fats that further reduce glucose spikes. And let's not overlook the vitamins. Pineapple is an excellent source of vitamin C and manganese. Vitamin C reduces oxidative stress and supports insulin sensitivity, while manganese helps regulate metabolism and bone strength. This makes pineapple especially valuable for those over 60, when oxidative damage and bone density loss become real concerns. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition highlights that antioxidants in pineapple can reduce markers of inflammation and improve metabolic health. That's crucial because chronic inflammation worsens insulin resistance, creating a dangerous cycle in older adults. Pineapple, with its anti-inflammatory bromelain and antioxidants, breaks that cycle. One more secret: pineapples are incredibly hydrating, with more than 85% water content. Hydration itself plays a role in glucose control, as dehydration makes blood sugar more concentrated. A few juicy pineapple slices can refresh your body while supporting better fluid balance. Worried about calories? A cup of pineapple provides just about 80 calories, much lighter than most desserts. That means you can satisfy your sweet tooth without overwhelming your blood sugar, as long as you enjoy it in moderate amounts. Practical tip: for blood sugar control, eat pineapple earlier in the day, when your body's metabolism is more active, and always pair it with protein or fiber. For example, a pineapple spinach smoothie with chia seeds makes a refreshing, nutrient-dense breakfast that won't spike glucose dramatically. Beyond blood sugar, pineapple also supports joint and immune health. Bromelain has been studied for reducing pain and swelling in arthritis, while vitamin C boosts white blood cell activity. For seniors, this means stronger immunity and less stiffness, two benefits that directly improve quality of life. So instead of fearing pineapple, embrace it as a tropical ally. Moderation is key, but when eaten wisely, it offers fiber, hydration, enzymes, and antioxidants that all work together to balance blood sugar and promote vitality. Now we've completed our journey through the top 5 fruits for blood sugar balance after 60: blueberries, apples, bananas, oranges, and pineapple. Each one carries its own unique secret weapon, but together they form a natural toolkit for healthier aging. We've now reached the end of our journey, but in many ways, this is just the beginning for you. We've explored the top 5 fruits that balance blood sugar after 60: blueberries, apples, bananas, oranges, and pineapple. Each fruit carries its own unique strength, and when combined, they form a natural blueprint for healthier aging. Think back to what we've discovered. Blueberries, tiny but mighty, protecting your blood vessels and sharpening your memory. Apples, humble yet powerful, slowing digestion and feeding your gut microbiome. Bananas, misunderstood, but packed with resistant starch and potassium for steady energy. Oranges, bursting with vitamin C and flavonoids that protect your cells. And pineapple, tropical, sweet, yet healing with its bromelain and hydration. Individually, each fruit offers something special, but together, they provide a synergistic effect: fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, all working as a team to regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and strengthen your body from within. It's like giving your body the ultimate natural defense system. And remember, this isn't about eating exotic superfoods that cost a fortune or following complicated diets. These fruits are simple, affordable, and available in most markets around the world. Nature has already given us the tools, we just need to use them wisely. So here's the challenge for you. Starting tomorrow, choose at least one of these 5 fruits to add to your daily routine. Maybe a handful of blueberries with breakfast, or a sliced apple in the afternoon. Maybe a banana before your walk, an orange with lunch, or pineapple in a refreshing smoothie. Small steps, repeated daily, lead to powerful long-term results. Science shows that consistency is more important than perfection. You don't have to eat all 5 fruits every day. Instead, make them regular guests in your diet. Over time, your body will thank you with better energy, more stable blood sugar, and a stronger sense of well-being. And here's something truly empowering: by making these choices, you are not just balancing your blood sugar. You're also protecting your heart, improving your digestion, supporting your brain, and even slowing the effects of aging. These are the kinds of benefits that pills alone cannot give, only nature, through real food, can. Now, I want you to imagine your future self, 6 months or a year from now. Picture waking up with steady energy, no more midday crashes, no more fear of sudden glucose spikes. Imagine enjoying meals without worry, moving with more strength, and smiling because you've taken control of your health. That future begins with the small choice you make today. Before we close, let me say this: your health journey doesn't have to be complicated. It can be delicious, colorful, and filled with life's natural gifts. And this channel exists to guide you every step of the way, with science-backed tips and practical advice to help you thrive after 50, 60, and beyond. If you found value in today's video, don't let it stop here. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss out on the next natural health secret that could change your life. And if you know a friend or loved one who could benefit from this, share this video with them. Together, we can spread health, hope, and vitality. Because here's the truth: your best years are not behind you, they're ahead of you. With the right choices, you can continue to live with strength, clarity, and joy. And it all starts with something as simple and as powerful as fruit. So go ahead, take that first bite of nature's medicine today. Your future self will thank you. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value here, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you'll never miss the next natural health tip designed for life after 50 and 60. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, because your story might inspire someone else in this community. And if you know a loved one who could benefit, share this video with them. Together, we can build a healthier, stronger, and happier future naturally. See you in the next video.